you are planning to leave the United States of America because the handwriting clearly is on the wall, and if you so decide on our wonderful globe, one of the places that you are thinking about is Ghana, I'm going to give you 10 things you need to know about Ghana in order to survive, right? First things first, you need to know this song, Forever, oh Lord, thy word is settled in heaven forever. In terms of eateries, I got you. Chicks and ribs. And I'm going to tell you right now, their milkshake, you might miss Chick-fil-A, but it comes in second close. The only thing,
just be really close to a bathroom.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
I could never really get down with the pizza there like that. Was never really my favorite. No, I mean, I guess because, you know, your taste buds are like set to what you have here. So that's the other thing. You're going to just have to adjust, and it is going to take time. Like desserts are like, they ain't like desserts. Like we got a lot of sugar things here. That's the one thing where when I came back, I was like, oh, whoa, the desserts are not like that, and desserts are a little bit dry. However, I did find a very nice Caucasian lady that was living there, and she would bake me stuff. Anything that I asked, she would make it for me, and she did a great job. And I think I found her through Instagram. I don't know. I don't have the energy to go reactivate an old dead Instagram account to find out information. You just gonna have to do your research on that.
Make sure the embassy knows that you are there. We live in such a time of civil unrest, unfortunately, but you want to make sure that in the event of any crimes, plural, that you have somewhere to report to. Because I'm going to just tell you right now, on a tangent real quick, I don't know what it is about us black people, but baby, they do not like us anywhere in the world. So I'm just telling you, adjust your expectations. For me, it never felt like home. It never felt like I belonged. There could be many different layers to that situation. Some people are like, wow, this is amazing. This is great. I feel like I'm back in the motherland. They enjoyed themselves. I was like, get me out of here! I said, God, please! I said, God, please! I said, God!
Bringing your unlocked device with you. There's a couple different companies that you can choose from. My personal experiences with M&T and Vodafone. I say Vodafone for the win, and I'm going to tell you why. Because even though I had both, I felt like I don't know, just ran through my credits more. Maybe also because I didn't know what I was doing. But with Vodafone, baby, I felt like my reception was much better, which brings me to another point. Baby, just go on and download WhatsApp. Nobody really uses calling on, you know, your cell number. Everybody uses WhatsApp. That's what they send their text. That's what they make their phone calls. I don't know why. I don't make the rules. You just gotta adjust, baby. This it ain't America. Okay. And make sure you got you a little cash, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, if you run out of credit, you could literally go to the corner, get you 5, 10, whatever, get you some a credit. And so you could load up really easy. It's basically a prepaid version of what we do here. That's essentially kind of what it is over there. Which brings me to another point. You can get a little device. I know I had one, which is like an internet hotspot. I didn't use it that much. I ain't gonna lie, baby. I ran through credits. Okay. I was here for not a long time, but a good time. Okay. I was always watching my shows and stuff like that, which brings me to entertainment. All the movies here, you're going to get all the movies that you want to see over there. Just make sure you just get whatever internet you need if you know you're going to be live streaming or working from home. But you ain't going to miss a beat. I'm going to tell you though, I was here for the local television show drama. So baby, open yourself up to your horizons a little bit, girl. You better catch up on the Nollywood films, you hear me? Because I think that if you're there, you have to love the culture, love the people, love the music. You just want to be open to something a little bit different. Don't expect America in another country. You know, you can bring America with you. You are American. Maybe they ain't finna respect that. But just, you know, just be a little bit open to it. Try different foods. I'm going to tell you right now, that is something I did not do. I did not. If I can't spell it, I don't want it. I'm not going to lie to you. I am not here to lie. I'm here to tell the truth. Groceries, super affordable. One thing I do love, there's fresh fruits and vegetables everywhere. I can truly say that, baby, I ate whatever I want, whenever I wanted, whatever time I wanted, and did not gain a single pound, which lets me know they can be feeding us real food here. Okay. What the probably trying to process plastic. I don't know what's going on. But I do love the fact that you can always have fresh fruits and vegetables everywhere you go, whether that's on the street, whether that's market. If you're going to go to the grocery store to market, just know everything is a lot more expensive when it's packaged, right? And which also brings me to, there was an American like exchange store. Like if you wanted American goods, it is definitely going to be more expensive. So like, for example, things like almond milk, things of that nature. I don't suggest that you would do dairy like that there. I mean, good luck to you and your intestines and your belly. I feel like if you can, I would do plant-based milk if you really insist, which is also when it comes to cooking. If you don't have the budget, I were you, I would get a filter system in my home. If you cannot do that, just make sure you're cooking with bottled water. Your belly and your hind parts will thank you. Want to take advantage of self-care in this chapter of your life, whether you're there for a long time or for forever. Girl, get your nails done. Go and get your braids done. They ain't charging $500 US over there to get your hair done. You could even have people come to you if you feel a little bit safer. Personally, for me, I didn't mind going to places to get my hair done. And that gave me an opportunity to try a bunch of different things because it's hot, baby. So you want a lot of stuff up off your neck, braids, whatever. Don't let a whole lot of people be in your head, though. Okay. We could get into the spiritual side maybe later, but I think y'all know what I'm saying. Use discernment. If you don't have none, get you some, because you're definitely going to need it. Because baby, don't go to Ghana being carnal. Don't move to a whole different culture with being carnal. There's certain things you can maybe get away with it here because every culture has their own set of issues. Africa's not the place to play. It's not. If you want to be carnal, that's your business, but I don't suggest it. Jay Nisi, shout out to Jay Nisi. They have phenomenal esthetician. I believe it was the owner that would work on my face when I used to go there. And I'm telling you, my skin was jacked, bruh. It was, Ghana really broke me out. I think it was a combination of different things that was going on, but she really helped my skin get back on track. You are going to pay premium prices, but I think it's worth it in order, for your skincare to be right. I believe they also do massages as well. I'm pretty sure. Let's get to the clothes. Baby, ain't no Old Navy there. Okay. Ain't no Marshalls over there. Okay. Ain't no TJ Maxx over there. Okay.
So to be fair, it has been a number of years, but one of the challenges that I realized is that they would have places like Payless or places like Mango, but the things would be significantly overpriced. So you do have a few places that you can go to the malls. Yes, they have malls and you can get those items, but the quality is not going to be the greatest. That's just my opinion. Continue.
So you can order the stuff that you need, but also be mentally prepared for stuff to be stuck at customs and they holding your stuff, and because they really looking through it. Come on. Hey, listen, every culture got I'm preparing you. Make sure that you get everything that you need. If you do intend to travel back and forth, do bulk shopping. And if you absolutely need something, get it made. I think that's one of the beauties of it. I had a great seamstress. I had a couple, but the one that I landed on, she was a sharpshooter, my brother. That girl looked at me and told me what my measurements were. I said, oh, you build different. Take advantage of that. Try different things. Whatever's in your head, bring your vision to life, okay? Always have your little emergency fund. I think you should have a pew-pew. I do. I think you should have a pew-pew with you. The things that I knew now, if I knew then, have a pew-pew with you. However you go about that is your business. I'm not saying that you need it, but I'd rather you be in a situation where if you need something, you have it versus when you need it and you don't have it. You don't want to find yourself in that. Whatever weapon of your choice, which takes me to another level, take some self-defense classes. Oh, the things that I know, if I knew that. Take some self-defense classes. This is not to scare you. I think just in general, women should. What am I forgetting? I feel like what I'm giving you is basic survival. Take advantage of traveling to other countries while you are there. Everything is a lot more affordable. Obviously, the flights are not as long. Oh, let me put you on with hair though, girl. The bundles are bundling. They are. But be careful because a lot of it is China. Let them overcharge you for them bundles, girl. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay. Oh, get mentally prepared for lights out. If you don't know what lights out is, you'll find out soon. If you can and you got a coin, get you a backup generator, girl. Okay, get you a backup generator on top of the generator, because there will come a time in the day where you're like, really? I'm in the middle of my work day. Really? Yeah. I'm pretty sure the expat community is larger now, I can imagine, than it was, a couple or so years ago. Take advantage of that, but also be mentally prepared. You're gonna run into some weirdos. And here's what I mean by that. You're gonna run into people who lack identity and are looking for themselves. And sometimes they could have a tendency to be a little clingy. Then you are gonna run into the people that are here for a good time, baby, but not a long time. I think that the most important thing is to make sure that God is sending you. You don't want to just go. You want to be sent, because there are going to be challenging times. There are going to be times where you're like, did I make the right decision? There are going to be some days where things feel a bit disjointed. You want to make sure, because if it's God's will, it's His bill. If God is leading you in that direction, I do believe that there are genuine cases where people are like, this is not working here anymore. I'm not going to wait for, the worst to happen to go about my business. And that is absolutely understandable. So just make sure that if you be at the right place at the right time. I can't really give you a whole list of when it comes to churches. I will say this, baby, just don't get scammed. Make sure you're going to a place that, the Spirit of God is there and present. And it's okay if you need to visit a few places before you settle. And sometimes a really good church might be worth, even like it is here, it might be worth traveling just a little bit. I know a lot of y'all probably want to know something about dating, baby. I can't tell you about that, okay? I can't. Did I tell you this chapter traumatized me? Traumatized. Okay, I'm so glad I can kind of make certain jokes about it now. But I'm going to tell you this. Don't you go over there and come back with no hard-faced kids. Okay, baby, shoot for the stars. Go for what you like. Okay? And you really do got to use discernment, because you want to know, like, are you just, coming this way because you're American? And then also vice versa, making sure this is what you really want to do. You don't want to connect to people because you're vulnerable and you're open and in desperation. You don't want to do that. Every culture has its vultures. Every culture has their good people in it. Just use discernment all the way around. I can't really give you too much advice when it comes to that, because she and her didn't take not one single piece of advice I'm giving you now. Okay, but I didn't come back with no hard-faced kids. Amen. Amen. Get a gym membership. There are so many different classes you can take. First of all, the heat. You're already going to be sweating. The pepper in the food is going to get your lymphatic system moving already. Your liver is going to thank you. But get in the gym, because it is easy to not make that part of your life and you need it. They have Pilates, girl. Get you a little trainer if you need to. They have some group classes. They got Zumba. Whatever your something is to do. If you live in a gated community, that might be a place to walk. I just think that just make sure that you're you're active. I did not want to forget that. Make sure your work situation is set up, honey. Don't go over to Africa with no coin. That's not the place you want to play. Okay? It's not. Make sure your finances, your job is set up. Stretch that American dollar as far as you can. And also network. Networking is not something that I was too great at. Meet other people, go out for coffee, go out for lunch. It ain't got to be a heavy tab. Again, heavy on the discernment, man. I have some stories. I probably won't be sharing probably any of those anytime soon. Medical side is extremely important. Unlike America, where you need an appointment, next week Tuesday, next week Thursday, next week 3 months from now. It's not like that. If you got the coin, they can see you that day. Okay? So please really take advantage of that. And if you get there, let them check everything. Let them check everything. It's worth it. I had a great primary care doctor, and I had a great OBGYN. Also, if you can, I think a therapist would be good. There at that time, there wasn't too many that I could find, but the few that I did find, it provided exactly what I needed, because people underestimate the power of a culture shock. There are going to be some things that you miss. Your life is different. Everything around you is different. The people that you're meeting is different. And it can be very overwhelming if you are not mentally prepared for those type of changes. Baby, if you're going to go out, right? Because again, I would be very hypocritical because I really didn't go out like that. But if you do go out, keep your head on a swivel. Always share your location with somebody that you know cares about you. Not to move in fear or anything like that. Everything starts late. I don't care if it's at 7 p.m. Everything starts late. I went to one event one time. That thing was supposed to start for 7:30. It was almost midnight. It didn't get started. I said, I did this hair and makeup for nothing. I'm going home. What you mean y'all just getting started when I'm usually in bed? Baby, please. So get used to that. Oh, I was not interested. Wear a lot of linens. Wear a lot of breathable material. It was so hot. For me, I'm not gonna lie, I just stopped getting dressed up. And I don't think that was necessarily a good move. You want to still show up looking presentable. I just could never find the balance. I was running errands and always doing stuff, but very breathable fabrics will be really good for you. Let me see, what else am I missing? Like I think I already said, bulk shop as much as possible, because everything be mad overpriced there. Like mad overpriced for like a quarter of the quality of what you would get on your own. And you just would pack it and bring it over. So I would take advantage of that. So like every time you travel, whether you go to the UK or if you do a visit the US or Canada, get everything you need while you're abroad and bring it back with you. I mean, if you have to, there are different places. You can go to Maxmart. What's the name of that? I can see it in my head. Is it Oracle World? They have furniture there. That's the other thing. You can get people to make your furniture for you. Fraction of a price. Baby, anything you can come up here, it can be done. You just need to make sure you have coin. A US coin, a couple CD coin. You need a coin, but it can't get done. You can live life exactly how you want. And I'm going to tell you right now, baby, some of the best sleep I ever had probably was in Ghana. I'm not sure why. I had good sleep when I could sleep. Like I woke up and was like, actually refreshed. So I said the pressure is a little bit less there. The only thing that's going to have up at night that has everybody up at night is going to be finances. Make sure your stuff is straight. This is the very practical side. I don't know. Maybe I might do another video. But anyways, that's my quick survival guide. Holla!